Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to watch first Diesel mega performance with Arias 90C. This performance is the highest damage score which I have seen with Arias 90C tank overall, so I believe we are going to be entertained and I believe we are going to enjoy ourselves, to say that the least, right? And the main reason why I made a decision to make a video today with Arias is very simple, fellas. Yesterday we played quite a bit with my fiance in Platoon, and we played Arias tanks, and you know, I just simply got inspired. I want to see what am I going to get, or what we are going to get in the end of the tunnel. And it is Arias 90C. Obviously, this tank, every and each of you has access to this vehicle. It is a tier 11 American autocannon tank, which can do...
Smashing shot. That's one way to brighten.
Which can do nasty things. As you can see, enemy Leopard tried to cross, and he lost 1.2 thousand hit points in a couple of seconds. Yeah, quite nuts. I understand that this vehicle is not for everyone, and I know that you need to be a good player in order to make it work, right? It's not so easy, at least in my opinion, to play as a defender for beginners or something like that, but for experienced players, this tank is absolutely nuts, and it is crazy, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It truly is. Anyways, while I was rambling, the guy crafted casual 2,500 damage. And now what is so good about this tank? It has armor, it has autocannon gun, and looks like the gentleman has the second mark of excellence. I have no doubts whatsoever that he is coming closer to the third with a gameplay like this. By the way, this replay is the biggest damage round with Arias. At least in the VOD replays, right? From the diligence that I have made. So, quite a journey, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a journey, I can tell you that much. Also, you can say whatever you want. You can hate those vehicles. You can love those vehicles. They are hell of a satisfying mother truckers to play with, at least in my opinion. It feels just simply great to see enemy melt. It doesn't feel good to melt yourself, but it feels very good to melt someone else. You know what I mean? It's the same situation whenever sometimes we are crying about the tourists in the game that they are in our team, but with a pleasure we would have them in enemy team to farm them. You know what I mean? So it is the same situation with this vehicle, fellas. I can tell you that much. Score is relatively equal so far. That is very good. I noticed one thing, fellas. This gentleman, he has a very fast mouse turns or fast sensitivity, right? At least for my eyes is a bit too fast, but in the same time, you know, I'm 13 with I am 13 with 21 years of experience. Fellas, I present you Fava and high explosives. That is unfortunate. Oi, it is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. He did not even understood what the flying have happened. Good job. First, Diesel is doing a great job. 6.2 thousand damage already. And this is only the start of this game. I must admit that he is playing very well in this situation. At least from that's what I can see. He is doing a very good decisions. In other words, he is playing in the middle. What middle does? Middle gives him opportunity to shoot to the heavy line over there, and middle gives him opportunity to shoot pretty much everywhere, right? It's dangerous position, but if you know what you are doing, you are going to feel very good. I can tell you that much. Meanwhile, is he going to go for the Arias? Because that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Just simply eliminate this flank and move on. Okay, good pre-aim. Beautiful. Couple of the shots. Now he should not be interested and go for damage. You see what is the situation? He knows exactly when to F off, or when not to pay attention into the enemy guys, because it's not really worth it. I would say at this point in time, grille, first diesel, grille. It's okay. First diesel is very locked into those heavy tanks, which is completely understandable. He noticed grille, but it is a bit too late. And I think, me personally, what I would do at this point in time, I would try to get closer like this. There's a couple of lines how you can do that. You can go closer this way, or you can go closer this way, right? But either way, I would not be sitting here, because the distance is quite a bit bigger than I would like to see. But in the same time, you know, I'm not the guy who is sitting with 8,000 damage with a Aria, so I don't really think that I can complain about this. Don't you think so? Oh yes, he is making a decision to get a bit more involved. Good. Also, one more thing, fellas, you should never overheat those vehicles. Overheating is the biggest pain for this tank, and if you play to the level that you do not overheat the tank, everything is going to be completely alright, and everything is going to be fine.
That ought to leave a mark.
Okay.
You just tickled.
Okay. I honestly think, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that he could have done even more than... I know what is the score, you know, I haven't seen the replay or something, but I can see that if he would be a bit more aggressive, he could have had even better performance over there. Obviously, you know, it is... I can promise you that I would not cry with a 10,000 damage whatsoever. I would feel very good. Solid 10,000 damage, and by the way, there is still plenty of the hit points left. Plenty of the hit points left. No? Are you making pressure? Yeah, you see, it's a bit of the waste of time to shoot the Ratatate. This is what I am seeing. By any shape or any form, the guy is playing well, right? But pay attention to the minimap, fellas. There is a full hit points T30. There is plenty of the guys sitting over there, and taking this position here, you can farm them in the closer range. And what that means it is way easier for you to unload huge amount of the damage, right? But in the same time, I have no doubts whatsoever that maybe his heart is beating a bit quicker, because at the moment, you know, he is probably having the best performance with the Arias 90C, and he is getting closer to get the mark of excellence as well, so I can see those more it is harder to see that. And the score, fellas, would you look at that? 12,000 damage, 1,000 assisting damage, third mark of excellence, ace, wanker. Beautiful performance by the first diesel. Although I still think that he could have done more, but you know, it's easy to comment about this from sitting in the chair of my comfort and not actually needing to do anything. Either way, first diesel, congratulations, you did well. Anyways, fellas, I hope you enjoyed today's session, or I supposed to say today's replay. I hope you had a great time, and I am not even asking what do you think about the Arias, because I know very well what do you think, and I think it's fair. Anyways, thank you, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.